And welcome back to the Crypto Hawk Show. Got a great show lined up. A little deep dive for you. We're going to show today how Malaysia, the country, is already hooked up with cryptocurrency, stock markets and stuff. I'm going to show you who helped them. You know, a lot of it was done in 2021. That's like 4 or 5 years ago now. So they're hooked up. Canton Group is mixed up with this as well. The digital asset, the company's called Digital Asset, and the Canton network is hooked up with Malaysia. That's what I'm seeing. Like South America, I was doing a deep dive on South America as well. It's not going to be for this show. I was just doing it for shits and giggles. I was watching, and we're live, says Stuart Lavelle. I was looking up Latin America, and remember that LA coin, okay, LAC coin. With Latin America, this is just, I'm not doing the show on Latin America, but in Latin America, you've got Chile, Peru, and some other countries. They're all kind of clicked up. Their stock markets are all clicked up. So that shows where this LAC coin comes in, because it's going to be the Latin American coin with the Caribbean. So what I noticed when I was doing the research today, these Latin American countries, we know the LAC coin is going to be the choice coin that runs Latin American. All trade. It's going to be like their platform. So that sucker is going to rip. The stock markets are going to all be kind of clicked up down in South and Central America and all that. This is what I'm seeing. I already just learned that the Peru and the Bolivia and all these other little countries, small little countries and stuff, they're all going to start hooking up and using the same stock markets, or they're linking them all like together. So that is very common, and that's consistent with the LAC coin. Because how are they going to, see, I didn't know this at first, like how are you going to have all these countries, but they're already hooked up. So that's what I didn't know when we did the LAC coin show. Now it's starting to make sense. They're already hooked up, so the coin is waiting for them to run or to rip, whichever one you want to say. Now, today's program, we're going to go over Malaysia and the Muslim world and Sharia compliant trading, like on the stock market kind of thing, and Sharia compliant lending, these kinds of things. The Canton Group is mixed in because of the company that owns them or started them. It's called Digital Asset. And Digital Asset was mixed up with Blythe Masters, who was involved with the government of the United States. So you got the government of the United States in this. You got England, the London Stock Exchange. They're on crypto right now. They're mixed up in this. Look, ain't nothing happening unless the United States and London, England, and probably you got Deutsche Bank mixed up. So the Germans are mixed up with this. I'm still looking for the French connection. But this is what I discovered today. I'll be giving you the coin's name later. You're going to have to watch the show. I want you to learn what we don't do here is what's the name of the coin. And you run out and you buy it, and you a week later or the next day, you forgot why you even bought it and you sell. That's so fucking stupid. So if you don't watch the show, you don't have to, but I'm not going to mention the name of the coin until we get to it. All right. My name's Crypto Hawk, not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor, none of the above. I don't know anything about finances. I don't know anything about crypto. I don't even know why I'm here. The only thing I do know is how to get really, really high. Heroin, cocaine, methamphetamine, opium. I snort it, eat it, drink it, keister it, you name it, inject it. I have been high for 5.5 years. Every single show, video, or anything on this channel, don't even watch it. It's a fucking disaster financially. Okay, now that I got the legal disclaimer out of the way, that's rookie numbers. Steven, stop it. Okay. Now, here's what started it all. Let me show you, because I got to move today, because I got a lot of material to cover. This is a deep dive, a massive deep dive showing you right there. Okay. Now, this crypto is not on Caleb and Brown. that we're going to get to. Unfortunately, it's only got like a $17 million market cap. It's very small, and you're getting in early on this. Nobody knows what crypto this is. Now, here's the article here that started it. Talk about boring. I mean, this could actually put you to sleep. Let me read this article for you, and you will not believe how I came up with all this, because you read the article, it's a sleeper, man. It just puts you to sleep, and you're reading, and you're like, how do you make a show on something like this? Well, I can. There's something called PASLA. So here we go. Now we got to go to work. PASLA, P-A-S. Hey, at least I did all the investigation. You guys just get to watch the easy part, me talking about it. I had to go find this fucking shit. PASLA, P-A-S-L-A. It endorses Bursa, Malaysia's Sharia-compliant model. The Bursa Malaysia Islamic Securities selling and buying. Negotiated transactions are ISS-BNT model. See, in the Islamic world, you can trade and have financing, but it has to meet certain standards and do certain things. We're going to be going over terms today that are Muslim terms for business, okay? And they have a negotiated transaction model. It's called the ISS-BNT. So this is how like half the world is going to be Muslim, by the way, just let you know. Half the world's Muslim. And they have Islamic clerics, and they have their Quran, I guess is their religious book, and their customs on how they're supposed to trade to fall within the guidelines of their prophet, Muhammad, or whatever, and his teachings and the religion. I'm not familiar with anything Muslim, so I know I'm probably completely screwing this up, and I don't care because I'm not a religious studies person. So the Sharia, they have a certain pattern, and you have to follow the religious beliefs in your business, and then it becomes Sharia compliant, basically something like that. So they have this thing called the ISS-BNT. It's a model on how you're supposed to trade, that kind of thing. The endorsement comes following a review by the Pan-Asia Securities Lending Association, PASLA, the Pan-Asian Securities Lending Agency. That's PASLA. It's an association of Southeast Asian countries and legal working groups. So you have in Asia a high Muslim population, and they have this thing called the Pan-Asian Securities Lending. So they're trying to get all of these exchanges in the entire world to be Muslim compliant, or at least in their country's exchange. And they have what's called the ISS-BNT model, is a Sharia compliant alternative to the conventional, that's what most of the world uses, the conventional securities, borrows, and lending. The model is structured on two outright buy. It's called BAI. It means sale transactions that include the feature of wadan, which are two unilateral promises and undertakings. Okay. In an outline statement, PASLA states, we commend Bursa Malaysia, a valued PASLA member firm, for their innovative efforts in developing a transaction framework. Here we go. We're going to start getting into the Muslim crypto framework for trade. And it's Sharia compliant. And now that takes us right into the deep dive. Now, I'm not going to, let's start here. We have the overview of Bursa Malaysia, which is a stock market, and the ISS-BNT model. Bursa Malaysia Berhad is a Malaysian exchange holding company established in 1973 as the Kuala Lumpur Stock Exchange. So think of the country of Malaysia. They have a stock exchange, and it's owned by the Bursa Malaysia Berhad. It's a Malaysian exchange holding company. That's who, like ICE, Intercontinental Exchange, owns the New York Stock Exchange in America. So this Bursa Malaysia Berhad, they own the Malaysian Stock Exchange. And the reason I'm showing you this is because this is like how all these countries, these Muslim countries, are going to start sharing crypto exchanges so they can trade with each other and be all Sharia compliant and stuff. You got a lot of Muslims in Indonesia, Malaysia, stuff like that, Philippines. And these are all going to be clicked in together. They're going to all be linked together. The exchange operates as a fully integrated multi-asset exchange, offering equities, derivatives, Islamic products, and related services. So it is not a crypto or blockchain project. It's a traditional stock exchange ran on cryptocurrency technology. That's what is integrated here. It's regulated by the Securities Commission Malaysia, and that stock exchange is regulated by Bank Negara Malaysia, BNM. However, this crypto exchange has explored blockchain. This is what we're going to talk about today. This Malaysian stock exchange has explored blockchain for dematerialization of securities. In other words, there was a 2021 proof of concept. So they did all the testing on this 2021. My opinion, they're all ready to go. That's 4 years ago, okay? It supports Sharia compliant financial innovation like the Islamic securities selling and buying. They have a negotiated transaction, which is the ISS BNT model. And that is the article we just went over, how I started off this show. That's what PASLA endorses. This was January 20th, yesterday's article. PASLA, which is the Pan-Asian, endorses Bursa Malaysia's Sharia compliant model. So the Bursa Malaysia, the stock market of Malaysia, gets approved by this group of people called PASLA, and they examined it and they gave it a thumbs up. So right now it's officially approved by all the Muslims in the Southeast Asian area. They all agree that this Malaysian stock market that's run on crypto is Sharia compliant. So it's ready to go. Like officially, it's ready to be used to start trading. Okay, let me scroll through here. They got risk management, broader use cases, key leaders and advisors. I'm not going to get into who those advisors are. I'll spare you the pain. Okay, now this Malaysian stock exchange in September 2021 partnered with Digital Asset and a company called VMware. So Digital Asset owns the Canton Group, okay, which has the Canton coin, which what does Canton do? Tokenize derivatives. And they use the RISE token, the RIZE token. So Digital Asset is a blockchain provider. No red flags. I'm not going to tell you about their Twitter page. They're okay, this is interesting here. This Malaysian stock exchange has a partnership with the United Kingdom government's mobile list. That's let me take a look at this. We're going to look up what the hell is that United Kingdom mobile list. I have a feeling. But again, the United Kingdom is integrated into this Kuala Lumpur. We're going to look up what mobile list is in a minute. It's a United Kingdom government program. It aims to mobilize capital. Okay, so it raises money to give to Malaysia so they can get their stock market going with crypto. It's hooked up with the Philippine stock market. Okay, it's like a little government welfare program. It gets these poor countries the technologies and shit that they need to have to get going. We're going to go back to that. So the United Kingdom is intricately involved. Now, if you're dealing with the United Kingdom, you're dealing with the London Stock Exchange, aren't you? London Stock Exchange. And we have right here, the London Stock Exchange Group launches a 24/7 blockchain-based settlement platform for tokenized deposits. There we go, right there. So London, their stock exchange is already hooked up. It's called the LSEG, London Stock Exchange Digital Settlement House, and it's called DISH. We went over that, DISH. And of course, you got the Canton Group hooked up in all this. Canton Coin will be part of all this. DTCC again with the Canton. So let's go back to so this is where all this United Kingdom comes in. Now, the mobile list is United Kingdom launched in 2021 to channel institutional capital. So here we go. It's a government program to put institutions' money into investments into the market. So these products focus on delivering the United Nations. Oh God, see where all this is going? The United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, supporting the climate transition in emerging markets. It provides equity investments, technical assistance. There you go. So this is all United Nations stuff now. This got next level Big Brother real quick. It's called the British International Investment, BII, and the Private Infrastructure. Oh, yeah, I'm sure it is. Private Infrastructure Development Group. You got Norway involved. NORAD. Oh, my God. NORAD's involved. The Norwegian Agency for Development Cooperation, which is NORAD. Oh, man, it's got super freaking big. Isn't NORAD where they track E.T. when he was flying around and Elliot was trying to get him? Elliot, phone home. So now we got NORAD involved in this, don't they? I better not talk about that anymore. Oh, Cardano's mixed up in this. Oh, shit. Mobile list. Here we go. It is managed by a consortium led by Cardano Development. Oh, shit. Now, I don't think this is Cardano Crypto. It's a Dutch foundation focused on emerging markets in partnership with Comonix International Consulting, Lion's Head Global Investment. I think we talked about Lion's Head before. Palladium's involved in 18 East, but Cardano Development, it might be hooked up to Cardano. Oh. Now, what are the odds? Cardano Development, focus on blockchain. Yep, that's Cardano right there. It's some kind of division. You got Cardano hooked up with this Muslim stock exchange right here. That is Cardano hooked, and they actually just tell you right here. Its focuses on blockchain agnostic financial inclusion tools. Very, very interesting. I did not know Cardano's involved in secret stuff like this. See what you find when you have a little journey on the Crypto Hulk show. So Cardano's hooked up with NORAD and shit. This is very, very deep. I've never heard this anywhere. I don't even think Cardano wants anybody knowing they're hooking up the Muslim stock exchange. I think that's supposed to be a secret. Don't tell anybody. Nairobi. Okay, this is also this Malaysian company, and this Mobilist is hooked up with the Nairobi Stock Exchange. So now we got Africa hooked up. Oh, shit. See where this is going? Ain't nothing happened until Africa's hooked up. Oh, they have a collaboration. The fully United Kingdom government-backed British investment partnerships, Philippines, Kenya, Malaysia, Brazil, Nigeria, Pakistan. Oh, God. It's the king. Nairobi. Yep. They're mixed in. All these companies. The Thai Credit Bank, Thailand's mixed up, of course. Norwegian Agency for Development. It's NORAD. Oh, shit. Okay, let me check some comments here. I'm still sit Cardano out. Hoskins was going off on Brad G. I bought Rise on the BSC chain. I bought Rise on Phantom. ET was Maxine Waters all along. Oh my God. Virginia has fallen. Crypto Hulk, Mr. OG says, Crypto Hulk, should I buy Canton coin? Asking for a friend, Mr. White Teeth. Oh my God. Yeah, of course, buy Canton. Get a position in Canton. Okay, let me go back to my deep dive here. Oh boy, we're sure finding out a lot. Okay, so you got the Pan Asia, which is Pasla, Maybank, Afin Huang, Digital Asset, the company, and VMware. So they're definitely a partner in all this. The United Kingdom mobile list, we already went over that, Cardano, and they're giving money away to these countries to help hook them up. Basically, it's the United Kingdom comes in to get this crypto shit going. So this crypto we're going to talk about, this is very, very deep. I haven't got into crypto yet. We're getting there. Okay, I'm going to skip this portion. Now, who is helping? Now we're going to get to the meat and the potatoes, the Trident platform. I'm not going to talk about the Trident platform because there's no real crypto there. It's in Indonesia, Ripple, Indonesia. I don't want to get into all this. Let me scroll down to the good part. You got Deutsche Bank involved with all of this stuff. That's where the Germans come in. You got to have Germany involved, and France and Switzerland. Bluecell.io is involved in this. Now, Investa X. Okay, now we're going to get to the meat and potatoes. Now you're going to be busting a nut in probably about 1 minute from now. Okay, good, Crypto. Now you can tell us which one it is. Investa X, INVSTA with a capital X, all one word, Investa X. This is where the magic happens right here. Investa X is a Singapore-based, oh God. You know what we got with Singapore? Ripple Singapore. This, oh gosh. And I'm telling you, now it starts to get real. Investa X is a Singapore-based Monetary Authority of Singapore licensed tokenization software. Oh, they're already tokenizing, everybody. See, nobody knows. Nobody knows about this. Now is when the secret comes out. You know how BlackRock has BIDL, and they're announcing they have these tokenized funds, but they're not talking about this one. This one's the secret one nobody's talking about, okay? Investa X is a licensed tokenization software. They are tokenizing the fuck over here, and nobody else knows except you. And I'm going to tell you the crypto they're using. This is going to be like your Canton coin, I think, for the Muslims, okay? Or maybe the Rise token. I think that's what this might be, is like a Rise. I put money into this one. I got over $400 that I put into myself. I'm holding this one. This one is important. So Investa X is the platform. And I'm going to tell you what the tokenization agent here is. It's the IXS token. Here it is right here. Now you can run off and run to the hills and go buy this crypto. IXS crypto has a market cap of $17 million. It has a daily trading volume of 171,000. To double your money, you'd have to have right now people all around the world put in 171,000 bucks, and this crypto would double in price, and you could snatch your money out, okay? So as this video gets shown all around the world, people are going to see it and start putting money into this thing. This one, I was like, oh my God, this is the diamond. This is the diamond of the show. It's 9 cents. This is not cheap. But then again, compared to when it's like 100 or 500 bucks, it'll be cheap. 9 cents will be very cheap. This is licensed tokenization software. Think of this as the RISE token, the RIZE token for Canton. Here you got Canton involved. I'm sure if you got digital assets as a partner with this, the company called Digital Asset owns Canton. And Canton uses RISE to tokenize. Here we have a platform called Investa X, and they have a crypto called IXS. Now, let's get back to this. It's established in 2015. It's initially a digital securities pioneer. Now, what's interesting, let's go to my Crypto Halt channel. This is, I believe Ripple's involved with this. I'm going to show you here. Let's go to my Ripple Singapore video. Where is it, Raj? Right there. Okay. Now we're going to want to go to the 3-minute, 50-second mark. 3-minute, 50-second mark. Wait a second. Duke XRP just huffed glue and paint thinner, and now he's buying crypto. See, that's what we have to do. Get really fucking high, and then just start spending money online buying crypto. That's a brilliant decision. Duke, thank you very much for that. Now, I just sent you this video. Go to the 3-minute, 50. Okay, first off, okay, first, go to the 2-minute, 17-second mark. 2-minute, 17-second mark. Here's why I believe Ripple is already involved in this project. So is XDC, okay? Look right there. What do we got? The Ripple logo, and it shows Ripple Singapore. Gold and silver in your wallet. I know they're not talking about putting a gold bar in your wallet, okay? They're talking about hardware wallet. Now go to the 3-minute, 50-second mark. Three-minute, 47 seconds. You can do that too. 3-minute, 47 seconds. We're talking about this Ripple Singapore Gateway talks about note. It says note, N-O-T-E, note that the concepts of Ripple Singapore and the wallet and all that are applicable to what? Physical commodities, securities, fiat currencies, and more. That would be crypto as well. This Ripple Singapore was already done, and if it wasn't already done, well, it says it here because the note that the concepts are applicable. So they had back in 2014, 15, Ripple Singapore, they had all this commodity securities, wallets and stuff. This is your evidence right there at the 3-minute, 47-second mark. Let me get out of that and get back into this article. So now, Investa X. Isn't it interesting how it's out of Singapore? And I just showed you Singapore was already XRP and all that. And they're talking about tokenization. And this is all about securities right here. Investa X, now listen to this, connects over 250 billion in USD Circle to tokenized opportunities. So they're already tokenizing already. Nobody really knows this. It has yields of 8.5% APY. This particular Investa X MMF, you can earn 4 to 5%, and then the high yield corporate bonds, you can earn 8.5%. It projects a $1 trillion tokenized stock market by 2030. It's integrated with IX Swap, which is the IXS token. It acts as a utility token. Right here, what's the use case? Enables compliant tokenization of real-world assets. Are you hearing this? It's already done. Now, I don't know why we're not rich yet. They're either hiding all this on a private ledger or a private network. That's only because they're saying here, it enables compliant tokenization of real-world assets. This is already done, okay? It allows for the issuance, the distribution, and trading. Users can tokenize assets. See, they're already doing this via the software as a service dashboard. There's KYC. There's bank integrations. And you can earn yield on stable coins. Now, wait a second. Isn't it in the United States, the Democrats are trying to stop us from earning yield on stable coins, but right here, you can. You know what this is? Now, this is institutional. This is not designed for you and me. We're able to get the coin, but you can't be a member. See, that's what they want to do. They want to earn the yield on a stable coins, not you. So they're going to say, oh, this is dangerous for the banks and all this fucking shit, right? And I'm showing you right here, earn yield on stable coins. We are talking about institutional investing here, not retail for you and me. We're able to get this coin, but we can't join their MMF, a money market, whatever the thing they're talking about. They can earn the yield, but not us. That's what the Democrats want in the United States. Now, this whole thing is backed by Fidelity. That is massive right there. Fidelity is the biggest payments, the biggest payments aggregator in the entire world. And they have access to institutional products like Blackrock iShares or Franklin Templeton funds. These are all who's integrated into this Muslim Investa X, who's working with the Bursa Stock Exchange and all that. This company here that tokenizes products, real world assets, it's tied in with Fidelity, BlackRock, and Franklin Templeton. This IXS crypto is cheap right now. Well, it's 9 cents. It's really not all that cheap. This thing is going to rip. When it takes off, I'm already showing you who the players are. Fidelity, Blackrock, and Franklin Templeton. That's fucking huge, okay? That's why I put over $400 in this one. I'm holding on to it. This one is going to make me rich. At least give me $500,000 on this one. IXS token enhances utility by enabling staking for real-world assets. That's what it does. The platform's utility token is IX Swap, which is, in parentheses, IXS. It's available for purchase on decentralized exchanges like Uniswap. No direct crypto beyond IXS, which accrues value. IXS will increase in value from platform fees, buybacks, burns, trades, and that kinds of thing. It's a utility token. Let's look here. It looks like somebody by the name of Alice Chen made this. Alice Chen. Alice Chen, are you in the building? You got Jillian Quan, KWAN. She's a co-founder and CEO. Then the co-founder is Alice Chen. You have a phone call on line 3, Alice Chen phone call. Let's see. So they're the ones who kind of started all this back in 2015. D-Pen. Now they're mixed up with a. No, it's not Battlestar Galactica, but January 19th, Galactica launches tokenized bridge financing on Investa X. So Galactica integrated. Now on December 4th, we got Franklin Templeton's on-chain US dollar short-term money market fund launches on this Investa X. And that's I've never heard of this. See, this is all kind of quiet that none of the news media talks about. Because they don't want you getting in on this IXS crypto. So this Investa X, which utilizes the IXS crypto, is licensed by the Monetary Authority of Singapore. It's a sandbox. So this crypto right now is part of Singapore's fintech sandbox. It collaborates on regulatory pilots. So right now, this crypto is being used in a sandbox to see how it works. And you're able to get a hold of this before it rips. You got Plug and Play is hooked up with this Investa X. Look who's next. Coinbase Ventures. Oh, shit. They're hooked up with this IXS project through Investa X. They're involved in this. This is brilliant. I absolutely love it. UOB Bank is mixed up in this. Oh, shit. State Street. Holy fuck. State Street has $50 trillion in assets. Now we got BlackRock and State Street, Franklin Templeton, Fidelity, PricewaterhouseCoopers for custody, Fireblocks. This is so fucking massive right here. Oh my God, I'm glad I saw it. And as I was doing this, I got to my phone and bought that fucking IXS crypto. I'm like, I'm not missing out on this one. Fuck, dude. I started seeing all these names and shit. These are all Ripple partners right here. PricewaterhouseCoopers goes back to 2015 Ripple. I mean, you got Fireblocks. I mean, God. Whoo-wee. Loving it. Franklin Templeton joined this project December 4th, 2025. BNB Chain joined this project 2024. XDC Network. Oh, shit. That's the coin right there. XDC Network. You buy that at Caleb Brown. They joined Investa X 2024. Oh, my God. I told you you'd blow a fat load in your pants with this one. Plug and Play joined in 2024. State Street joined 2024. August 16, 2024. Oh, my God. They've kept a really good secret with this one. I didn't even know, but I do know right now. Coinbase joined 2024. Oh, my God. Look what we found out. Blackrock is mixed up in this. It's not Grok's not giving us a date, but BlackRock's providing their funds, which have high yield at 8.5% interest. Fidelity's involved in this. They're giving yield on stable coins like USD Circle. You and me can't get yield, but it's okay for them, right? See what's going on here? We're getting fucked over, just letting you know. What is Galactica? Let's take a little look here. Okay, Galactica is a combination of the Kaya coin. So here is the Kaya coin. It's at 5 cents. Might want to get that one if you got some extra cash. Here's your coin gecko. Kaya. K-A-I-A. It has a $300 million market cap. I'm sure. I don't know if Caleb Brown has it. I can't say. But if you got a market cap of $300 million, I'm pretty sure you can get it on Caleb Brown. Somebody look that one up. Galactica is a partnership between Kaya and this Corindo. They became partners September 2024. Oh, God, look what they're doing. They're focused on pioneering tokenized ship manufacturing, and they're selling real-world assets. It's in Indonesia maritime. Okay, what they're doing is Indonesia is building ships, and they need money to build these ships, so they're having these cryptos, Kaya, the Kaya coin, and that's helping them build these ships, and that's how they make money. I'm not going to get into it. They have something called Pegasus. It's a platform called Pegasus. It tokenizes bridge financing for ship purchases, modernization, allowing for fractional ownerships of ships. So very interesting way of doing things. And this is all government. Governments are tied into this. Singapore, plug and play. Coinbase is in on this. So Investa X is a partner in all this for tokenization. And this is all mixed in with the Islamic coin that we started off, the Islamic Malaysian stock exchange. Partner is this Investa X, which then brings this tokenization coin, the IXS is the tokenizing agent for the Muslim world, at least for the stock exchange, the Malaysian stock exchange. That's the coin that's doing the tokenizing in the platform Investa X. So very interesting little journey we just had. Let me take a look. There's a company called GLIC, G-L-I-C, and it owns like 25% of the stock market kind of deal. The Malaysian stock market is 25% owned by GLIC. Government-linked investment companies, 25%. So I was just trying to look. There's a bunch of names of people and stuff. I'm not seeing. I'm sure if I studied a little more, I could find out. There's so much of this I don't want to study. It would take too long. It's not going to probably. I'm just kind of cherry picking this. Okay, yeah, so that is that. Let me click out of that one. And we got that crypto. We'll click out of that and that. Let me click. I got to click out of some of this stuff because it gets overwhelming. Now, I'm going to look at real quick the Bank Negara Malaysia. I'm going to see that bank has listen to this. This is a Malaysian bank, everybody, has been actively exploring asset tokenization as a means to modernize the country's financial infrastructure using distributed ledger technology and blockchain. Oh my God, they're already doing it over there. We don't hear a damn thing, do we? No, we don't. Launched in late 2025, these explorations build on earlier digital asset initiatives. And they align with Project Guardian and Hong Kong. We know Singapore is a Ripple partner. Hong Kong's a Ripple partner, 2015. I'm not getting into that right now, but it's all coming together right here. This Malaysian bank is tokenizing. They have programmable platforms that enable atomic settlement. That's Ripple. Atomic settlements when you send it at the same time. You initiate a transaction, both parties send their money at the exact same time. That way nobody gets ripped off. They had something called the Financial Services Act. Oh, look what we got here. Hold on a minute. They got the Asset Tokenization Industry Working Group. Oh my God. They have a March 1st deadline. They have to have a paper and everything outlining their, they're going to launch. So in the year 2025, they had launched Digital Asset Innovation Hub. It establishes Asset Tokenization Industry Working Group. They have a discussion paper and they have to gather feedback. They have to present this March 1st, 2026. They're going to control testing. You know what? There's no fucking way this shit takes 5 years. You had digital asset in there. We just got done reading all this stuff. In 2021, doing proof of concepts and all that shit. How the fuck are they still fucking around with this shit 5 years later? That's not possible. That's fake right there. Digital Asset Innovation Hub established in 2025 as a testing sandbox for stakeholders, banks, fintech, tech providers, academics to explore use cases. Man, that is still, they were already doing proof of concept in 2021. We just read it. That's when digital asset came in. And they did all that POC. That's proof of concept. This grok information right here is not correct. Supply chain financing. The Financial Technology Enabler Group. This was started with Bank Negara Malaysia in 2016. See, this is like 10 years ago. There's no fucking way there's no way they're still dicking around with all this shit right now. 10 fucking years? It doesn't take that long to do that. That is a total straight up lie. Okay. I'm done with that one. What is this one? Mobile list. Okay, we know where that one are. Let me take some comments right now. We're at the 50-minute mark. Hit that like button. Base white paper on it has a lot of information. If I had to pick between LAC coin and Rise right now, I'd go with Rise. Stu Lavelle. Fractionalized cruise ship. I like the idea. They could do that. They're kind of doing that for maritime boats, maybe for fishing, maybe cruise ships. But yeah, that's what they're doing. They're tokenizing the cruise ship stuff. I'm a $12.99 member, Hulk. You the truth, Chief. Okay, so here's how it works. I have 2 membership levels, 5 and 10. Now there's another level that's a $500, but that one's with giving a donation right there where the money symbol is in the top chat. But it's $10. So if you're being charged 12, then 99, it's not American, but what you're doing is you're probably being charged a service fee by somebody, a payments company, whether it's Apple Pay or whatever. But my charges are $5 and 10. And of that, the government takes about half by the time all said and done. So the $5 membership, I only get 2.5, and the $10 one, I probably get about $5 from it. So, because I got to pay rent to YouTube, and there's different fees and then taxes. So, all right. Let's see. Brian C says, we bought IXS like a year ago. Miss Derringer is talking about IXS and the wrapped. So what I showed you on Coinbase, that's the IXS. And then they can do different things to it by wrapping and whatever. So that's why you're getting different contract numbers. I bought the one on CoinGecko, the IXS, not the wrapped one. So that's why my contract code was that. Well, it's not my contract code. It's the one that was on CoinGecko. Crypto Hulk, where did you post the link at? What link are you talking about? Okay. India. Oh, man. We're going to close the show out with this article here. It's from India. I'm telling you what. They're going to bust. Somebody's going to do some. Exclusive. India's central bank proposes linking BRICS digital currencies. Oh, man. This is Trump ain't going to like this one. Proposal aimed at easing cross-border trade finance and tourism payments, say. Interoperable tech governance rules viewed as a key for digital currency links Trump previously warned against BRICS measures to bypass the United States dollar. This is about, I'm telling you what, this could set off a crypto war right here. Let's read this one. India's central bank, oh God, here we go, has proposed that BRICS countries link their official digital currencies to make cross-border trade and tourism payments easier. Now, wait a second now. India's central bank has proposed that BRICS countries link their official digital. So they must have all of these countries must have digital currencies then. So we know Russia's a Ripple partner. We know China. See, here's how fake all this is. All this shit's Ripple, our government. Look, Brazil, Ripple partner. So much fucking evidence for that. BRICS, BRICS. Brazil, Ripple partner. Russia, massive Ripple partner from day one. India, you got the government of India as a Ripple partner. Google and Ripple, the Indian payment system, that's already Ripple. South Africa, I don't really have a lot of proof for, but BRIC, China, Brazil, Russia, India, and China, that's all Ripple right there, which is the United States government. So this is meant to look like, oh God, they're going to bypass the dollar. But who hooked them all up with the technology did? Ripple. Ripple hooked them all up. And what is Ripple? The United States government. So it's kind of like we hooked everybody up. So, but let's read the article and get all afraid. I like being afraid. India's central bank has proposed that BRICS countries link their official digital currency. So I guess these countries already have digital currency. We know Russia does, and China, to make cross-border trade and tourism payments easier. Well, then that will bypass the dollar, won't it? Uh-oh, we're in trouble. I'm getting terrified. Oh, shit, I'm so afraid right now. Two sources said, which could reduce reliance on the U.S. dollar as geopolitical tensions rise. Oh, it's coming, everybody. This is going to be glorious. It's going to destroy the American dollar at first until it's resuscitated into its new form. Precious metals, real-world asset-backed United States cryptocurrency. Oh, shit. It'll take over as the world. They're going to fool everybody. They're going to have you look this way. Oh, the dollar's crashing. Oh, but over here, what you don't see, they got another one lined up, ready to start over. The Reserve Bank of India has recommended to the government that a proposal connecting the central bank digital currencies of all the BRICS be included on the agenda for the 2026 BRICS Summit. Uh-oh. They're going to all vote on this stuff and leave the dollar. It's going to cause our dollar to crash. I sure hope you got gold, because, boy, gold is going to fucking skyrocket. I've been telling you this for, I don't know, about 5 years now. India will host the summit, which will be held later this year. If the recommendation is accepted, a proposal to link the cryptocurrencies of BRICS members would be put forward for the first time, everybody. Uh-oh. And there's not just Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. There's other ones. Oh, my God, it's coming. Time to get scared. Time to get really, really scared. The initiative could irritate the U.S., which has warned against any moves to bypass the dollar. U.S. President Trump has previously said the BRICS alliance is anti-American, and he threatened to impose tariffs on its members. The Reserve Bank of India's central government and the Central Bank of Brazil did not respond to emails. You know what's so funny? Ripple had closed-door meetings with the Bank of Brazil like 4 years ago. This whole thing is so fake. But, like, we know it because you're on Crypto Hulk channel, so you know everything, right? So we already know all that. See, these other channels have no idea about Ripple China, Ripple Russia, Ripple Israel, Ripple Indonesia, Ripple Singapore, Ripple Hong Kong, Ripple Turkey. See these other channels? They don't know shit, okay? The Reserve Bank of India did not respond to emails. The People's Bank of China said it had no information to share on the subject. And the Russian central banks declined to comment. Oh, Russian central bank. Oh, my God. What about Z payment and the digital ruble from like 2014? Russia don't want to talk about that, where they had Ripple Russia. Russia don't even want to say no shit about that. No comment. Where are we at as far as time? We are at the 1 hour mark. You got that article. You could read it for yourself. Let me check the last minute comments, and then we are done. But Robert Matalone is late. Let me just look right here. Saudi Arabia's massive Ripple partners. Wayne Crypto got logged out and had to get back in. Parrot is going to have to rewatch it. He showed up late. All right, that is it. We talked about 2 cryptos today. One of them definitely you should consider getting. And the Kaya one, that sounds like a pretty good one too. It's tied in heavily with the government and stuff. So there you have it with that. I'll see you on my next show.